Wow, Virgo, I've just laid your cards. They're really sunny and optimistic and wonderful. And then they've got this one weird contradiction in them. But everything is going towards such kind of great... Oh, there's a mozzie. I don't want to kill you, but please go away. They're out. Started. But everything's going towards such an incredible creative driving force. And then with this strange thing and the basis of the reading, but all the outcomes are exactly what one would want, I'm sure. So never fear, and it's incredibly positive. So I'm going to just dive right in. So, well, the first thing to say is there's just all this yellow, optimistic, happy energy on the table. Is what it looks like to me. We've got three majors, and then lots of wands in key positions, and yeah, I mean it's about, and then a couple of cups, key cups, and two aces. So it's just this beautiful new start, Virgo. Quite jealous. This looks really lovely. I'm just going to dive in and read it. So internally, this is the bit that just brings such a smile to my face. That's how you're feeling. The Sun wanting to manifest, the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. So you have so much drive and libido and optimistic, outward-looking energy here. It's so beautiful, but it's also got the command of the King of Wands with it. And I mean, it's just such driven energy. I mean, it's very, very yangy, as in masculine. It's very driven, masculine as well. Driven to the exterior, excited. It's not very sort of... yang is action and force and the masculine principle. Yin is quiet and deep and interior. This is so out there, this energy. So really lovely, a really potent time. Let's see if anything's jumping out to me. Just sort of the force of these three together. Two of them on horses, and one in command of that sort of army of enthusiasm. Salamander is here. He's a sort of protective spirit that protects the fiery force of this creative will, because I think what's amazing about the salamander is that he can cope with... he's very sort of wet, so he can deal with fire. He can be reborn from fire, something like that. I need to research it a bit more. I had a little lizard which was reminding me of that run across my lap the other day, 2 days ago. I might just fiddle with this. Anyway, you are feeling tippity top is what I would say. I mean, certainly probably quite hugely enthusiastic about what's going on in life. How that makes you act on the outside is this. So that's all this fire, is this lovely earthy, very Virgoan energy of the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, 8 to the 9. You're working and working and working, and where it's bringing you is this sense of, oh God, I'm good. Look at what I've created. I'm in my garden enjoying this. I feel really independent. I feel like I've tamed that hawk. I can enjoy all my achievements. I'm self-sufficient. The little snail at the bottom is I've got my home on my back. Wherever I am is safe for me. So you're turning that fire into the opposite. It's the two elements. Fire would usually be dampened by earth, but it feels like you're able to sort of take it and then turn it into actuality, into very much a Virgoan energy of working hard on something you're brilliant at, and then being very independent and realised. At the basis of the reading, this is the bit that's curious to me, is this Five of Pentacles. It's so on its own, this energy. We will cap it at the end, but it's about... so maybe this drive has come from a period where you were feeling completely out on your own, a bit fear of missing out, not sure where you fit within the whole scheme of life, not with enough money, not with enough friendship groups, or certainly not ones that really floated your boat. I don't know. It's so out of sorts with the rest of the energy, but it kind of informs it, and we've got to hear it. So we'll pull some cards on it, because certainly you feel anything other than often that kind of energy in the rest of these cards, but let's see. Recently, you found some wonderful partnership. It's either you studying, working, being with someone that really, really works for you. It's a stable union. It's a happy union. It involves celebration. It is very productive and safe, and again, very sunny. Where this is all going is the Ace of Cups and the Fool. So, falling in love again and renewal again. So, jumping in to try new things with the Fool, and the Ace of Cups being on a quest to find what it is you truly, truly love, and being given a sort of insight into it from this hand of God. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's it. That sets me off again. And it feels a bit like the white rose that he carries, that cup. I don't know why. There's a purity to it, and there's so many blessings and so much emotional openness here and risk taking, but in a really useful way, because you're bound. Well, we think you're bound to succeed with so much love and enthusiasm. Then coming up in the near future, our second major, the Hangman. There are 3 majors here. And this is you gaining some further insight, some enlightenment. You're prepared to give something away in the short term, make a short term small sacrifice probably, in order to get more insight. And so here he looks very happy if you look at him. He's in a very sort of ordered pose, and it's Odin gaining his enlightenment. So that's you. So you're taking all of this enthusiasm and hard work, and then you're sort of making it even more serious and sturdy somehow. You're understanding reasons behind things. You're seeing it. You're getting a huge perspective shift. Your attitude is lovely. It's the Queen of Swords, very, very, very positive, telling it like it is, being very intelligent, very honest, sometimes a little bit too honest for other people, but you're talking to the Page of Wands who's in the reverse. So you're sort of almost taming all of this energy and going, well, okay, because the Page of Wands is a super enthusiastic character. And maybe you have thought, right, well, it's all very well having all of these amazing creative feelings, but now I need to tame them and turn them into something that really, really works for me. And maybe that's something to do with your perspective shift, rather than just basking in all of this creativity, which does not feel wasteful to me. It feels wonderful. You now want to take it and you want to make it into something more, and sort of tame your natural enthusiasm to look at a million different things. Your home environment is lovely. There's the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it's pretty perfect, really. There's something really lovely going on at home. Good partnership and fertile ideas that can grow into something really, really significant, whether it's with that partner or what you're growing together. I mean, it could be someone having a pregnancy. It could be 2 people starting a health journey. It could be 2 people growing something together. It feels like a collaboration here between the 2 of you, growing something really big from this beautiful second ace. And what your hopes and fears are to become most like yourself, because the Hermit is the Virgo's card, and to walk your true path. And it looks quite sober, this image, but it really talks about being 100% authentic, because the Hermit goes off up a hill with the light of his star, that is his bright hopes and dreams that we see in the star card, and he goes up the hill with this staff, with this wand. So he's using all that wandy passion that we see in your interior to find what is really his. And then when he's got it, he comes back down to the village and explains it and reintegrates. But so your hope and fear is to become utterly yourself. And maybe it's a little bit frightening, because who's that self going to be? Well, another amazing outcome card, the Queen of Wands, the witchy queen, the unique queen, the utterly unbound by traditions queen. I found out recently that Pixie based this illustration on a friend of hers who was an actress and was openly gay in a time at the beginning of the 1900s that was unusual. She lived with a woman, and in fact they invited a third person into their relationship, another woman. They were very counter culture, not counterculture, because they were part of the artistic establishment from what I can see. I think she was an actress. But the point is that they were themselves, and they were utterly themselves. Usually I read this card in the more traditional way. Again, she's holding a staff, all these wands again, which is that you just become you, and it's so creative because we've got the Hermit underneath. So let's pull some capping cards. I'm particularly interested. Let's see if they'll talk about what's going on with where you didn't find your place. Maybe it is just about you have an abundance of this youthful enthusiasm and you need to find your place, because that's the Five of Pentacles. The King of Coins, gosh, he looks like a real sort of oligarch character, or very happy. This is taking you somewhere very secure and rooted, where your physical needs and those of those around you are going to be met. Interesting. I mean, doesn't surprise me. It's such a lot of energy. It's like a sort of bomb going off on the table, but in a good way. And then the Six of Challenges. So this is when you take yourself, I guess it's referring to that Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You take yourself out of an uncomfortable situation. You learn all the lessons with your Six Swords, and you get yourself somewhere where you're safe. And this character's up a tree. Usually we see a boat going across a piece of water into a calmer shore. So this is your intelligence coming to bear, and I think probably it is saying to me, you wanted to know about that Five of Pentacles. Well, Virgo, the Virgos you're reading might not have been in the best space prior to this, and this is coming out of that, being very intent on finding their right place. Ten of Wands, yeah, this is saying be a bit careful you don't get too obsessed, because there's so much enthusiastic energy. You don't want to become too burdened. Talk to us about that. What do you mean? We know there's a lot. Well, we've got the Queen of Swords. Oh, and the world. I saw her when I picked this pack up. Things are getting really good for you, Virgo. Things are in the right order. I love this. Rather than the fixed signs, you've got the moon, some planet, is it Jupiter, a stag and a wolf. I think it's a wolf around you, and you're in the center of your success, of your wreath of success. I think it's a wolf. Two stags, which is funny because I've had two deer, very young deer, running backwards and forwards across the path here. I think you're going from being out of your natural place, not knowing where you fit, to really finding the most incredible fit. I don't know why evolution, butterfly. Oh, there's too many cards here. Ace of Swords, justice, balance. Ace of Swords, again, these two swords like the Queen of Swords, raising a sword of truth. The Nine of Coins, again. The Nine of Pentacles, again. The Four of Wands, again, and evolution. Yeah, I mean, that's so beautiful. That tells the story. So we've got two of the cards repeating. We've got the you are in a really good place, and here you see this lovely marriage, because it is the card of marriage as well, that's just happened. You're evolving. This is an extra card in this deck, because you're becoming sort of this incredibly independent spirit who's very true to themselves, and you're using clear thoughts. This is our third ace, and justice and balance. It's very similar energies to that Queen of Swords. To bring your logic is bringing it all around. Oh, we've already had one of these, but what's this? Four of Visions, take the cup. Take what's on offer now, because that's going to be good for you. But I've already pulled from that deck, so I'm going to pull from this one. Such lovely energy, Virgo, honestly. The Knight of Cups, yeah. Look at her. She's got so much to offer. Look at that beautiful black horse and her amazing flower, and how all her epaulets of flowers growing. You've got so much to offer. There's so much to offer from this place of creativity, and there's so much love in action, it feels like. It's really special. Right, well, we've got Fairy Godmother at the top, which makes me laugh because I know a wonderful Virgo, and that's relevant to her somehow. But that's that. I'm going to pull you one card, and it is the White Lady. Well, the White Lady is a bit like, with her cat, is a bit like the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands that you've got in your outcome. She understands something. It's interesting how she's in this other world. It's making me think that you could be very intuitive. I don't know what the cards go with these, but it feels like a version of, a sort of quite a muted version of the Queen of Wands. It's bringing us back to her energy and saying that maybe you're also good in other worlds, as in more psychic realms, which Queen of Wands is anyway. And then we've got Genesis, the birth of consciousness. Your talent shines. Yes, this is exactly it. I think you're being appreciated for your talent. Your talent shines, and you've got that to offer. And we've got a dragonfly, a sunflower, again bringing us back to the Queen of Wands and the sun, and another card that we've got here, and I'm not sure which one it is. Well, anyway, those two very key cards. So that your final card, and we've got the world and another planet. I'm always tempted to read the book because I saw that I accidentally bought the book for this one. So let's read that. Genesis, the birth of consciousness. Your talent shines. Here we go. So I'm going to read bits. This is the dawning of a new day for you. The sun's warm. Yeah, we've got the sun here. And the beautiful light rays reveal what the moon has hidden. It's time to uncover and let go of emotions, ideas, or beliefs that have been buried deep inside, so deep that they are stored on a cellular level. So that's that kind of not feeling good enough at the deep cellular level. It's time to stop compartmentalizing your life and to start seeing how everything fits together as a whole. Bluebirds, a sign of spring and a symbol of joy and love, remind us that we are here in this dimension to experience happiness and fulfillment and not to get too lost in the illusion of life. Remember to enjoy your time here. You might have to relearn how to be happy and optimistic. You knew it well when you were a child. Practice being happy every day. And then one way to do this is to list everything you're grateful for, no matter how small or insignificant. The colour blue is associated with the throat chakra and the artistic expression. You are a creative being who needs to believe in your talents. You have many ideas and creative projects waiting to manifest. Speak your truth, but speak from the heart. You have the help of the bluebird to develop and nourish your unique visions. The huge planet Jupiter, that's who we've got here, will bring self-growth and good luck. Sunflowers mean that spiritual and material abundance will follow. Listen to the dragonfly and learn how to be flexible and adapt to new situations. It's important to integrate and balance all the different aspects of what's going on in your life. When you do, you will attract new friends, an important project and or partner. Just be patient and know that everything is in perfect order for you to succeed. Remember, your true power lies in connecting to your higher self. This is the affirmation, abundance is my natural state. Nothing else is real. Oh, gosh, that's so beautiful. And we've got two white seals facing each other, two dolphins, the sunrise, the golden threads of light connecting everything, Jupiter and the moon. Oh, it's gorgeous. I mean, who wouldn't want to be in your energy? I think you're coming from a place of not knowing to a place of absolute abundance. Abundance is the only reality. I'm going to pull you some charms. Oh, I've never seen these before. I wonder if I've got them in shot. The acorns. That's your little acorns that are about to grow into mighty oaks. I can see it. It's like your Ace of Pentacles that we've got in your home life, and there's the mighty oak. That's so beautiful. We've got both. It's saying it's giving me a bit of a shiver. It's really saying whatever it is, whatever this energy is that you're partnering with now, even if it feels like seed energy, is going to grow into this mighty oak. This is a really, really uplifting reading. I love it. Thank you, Virgo, and see you again.